everybody? Joe Simmons here, back with another video for Money Mentality. In this video regarding adaptability for the adaptability series in regards to plans go wrong. Yeah, that's right. Plans do go wrong. I'm pretty sure if you've been living on this earth long enough, you know that plans go wrong. Things do not go as according to plan. Things take longer than expected. You get frustrated. You feel like you're not making progress. Then this video here is for you. Now, I believe in that even though things may change, there's always an opportunity. I love what Jack Ma, the billionaire and the founder of Alibaba, said. You have to look at challenges as opportunities. That's right. You have to look at challenges as opportunities. Not only that, a part of everything in life has a process. It has a life cycle. So, first of all, you have to get started. But second of all, you have to go through each and every step in order to complete the whole cycle in order for something to get done. But plans go wrong in the sense that that's just life. Not only that, maybe there might be something that you didn't know. Maybe there might have been something that you did. Maybe everything didn't line up the way it was supposed to. But plans do go wrong. I mean, for crying out loud, think about it. I'm pretty sure there's times when you probably wanted to went to bed early the night before, planned, did all your preparation for the next day, and you still left the house late. What happened? Plans didn't go right. Or you might have did the same thing to try to get to work. Or I'm going to try to get in the office by 8 o'clock. And what happened? You show up at 8:30. Plans go wrong. There could have been, you feel like, I'm going to leave extra early so I can beat traffic. Nope. Plans go wrong. You got to take a detour to work. Or there's an accident. Or there's a tragedy. Or whatever it might have been. You're thinking that, okay, cool, I'm finna go to the library, I'm finna go put in this extra work. Then you get a phone call that you got a family emergency, you got to come back to the house and take care of. So see, plans go wrong. Or maybe in the sense that, maybe you want to get into a certain college and they denied you. Plans didn't go right. Maybe you're an actor or actress and you're trying to get a part for a role and they told you no. Plans go wrong. Now you got to find a detail. You wanted to start a specific business and it didn't work out, or you done failed 5 times in business and you still trying to figure it out. Plans go wrong. But that's just the way it is. But you cannot lose your sight of your goal. A lot of times what happens when the plan go wrong, people just think, oh, well, the plan went wrong, so that means that I can't achieve my goal. I can't achieve what I really want to start to achieve. That's not true. However, it is true if you believe it's true and you decide to give up, then you're right. I love what Henry Ford said, but he really got that from Confucius when Confucius says, those who believe they can and those who believe they can't are right. That's one of Will Smith's favorite quotes. But I'm just going to tell a couple of quick stories, hopefully they're quick, in regards to how I had to learn how to adapt and how, plans go wrong, but I was making the best of the situation. So, for example, when I graduated from high school, I wanted to go to FAMU located in Tallahassee. That was my dream school. I was in the band in middle school, and my goal was, I'm only going to FAMU. But then what happened? My test scores really wasn't that great, but I was more of an in-class student. I got A's and B's in the classroom, but on those big standardized tests, I didn't really do well. But I put in my application to FAMU, and what happened? I got rejected. I got denied. So at first, I was a little upset. I'm like, hey, man, this is what I've been working for. The plan went wrong. Okay, had to figure something else out. So then after that, I applied to other schools here in Florida, and same thing, was having a hard time getting in. So my mom was like, well, what you gonna do? So I said, hey, you know what? I made a promise to my grandfather that, before he passed away, that I would at least get a college degree. So let me fulfill that promise. So I wound up going locally to Miami-Dade College, enrolled, took the CPT, which is a college placement test, which that shows where you rank. That shows, where your skill level is, and if you might need to take some introductory level courses or some supplemental courses to help you get to a certain level to continue your journey. So that's exactly what I did. Went to Miami-Dade, took the CPT, scored very highly on a couple of tests and wind up getting there and had to pick a major. So my first major was business. So I'm taking business classes, taking business classes. Then after a while, I was like, well, actually, my uncle's an accountant, a very successful one at that. So we used to have conversations. So I was like, I like numbers, I like business. So let me do accounting. So I switched my major to accounting. I had to adapt to that. Then continue my journey. Something still wasn't right. So then I changed my major to architecture because I love to draw and math and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm going to change it to architecture. So adaptability number 2 when it comes to major. Then after that, I thought about it. I was like, something still wasn't right. So then I said, okay, well, I'm going to change it to general business. So then I changed it to general business. So that was number 3. Then number 4, I changed it back to accounting again. So now number 5, then I had changed it. Once I had accounting, then I had changed it to. I think I had changed it again back to. No, then I changed it back to agriculture again. I mean, not agriculture, architecture. Sorry, correction, architecture again. And then eventually I finally was like, no, I'm going to stick to general business. So then I originally just stopped, just continue with general business. So as you can see, it's true. When they say when you get to college and you change your major 6 different times, that's exactly what happened to me. I was a part of that statistic. So then I went on, got my AA, cool. So now I'm like, okay, let me transfer to the university level. So where am I going to go? So my first choice was FAU. Not too far here in Palm Beach County. I was going to go to FAU, Boca at first. But then they didn't have the really business program that I really wanted to get into. They had it at the Davie campus. So I'm like, perfect. I could go to the Davie campus. I could still be not too far from home because I'm originally from Miami. So from Miami to Davie is about 25-30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, that still works out. That's perfect. So then I went to the Davie campus, put in an application. I got rejected. Went to UCF. Could have got in, but it would have been, I had to do a whole lot of extra steps to get in. So I was like, nope, not doing that. Tried University of North Florida. Didn't get into that. So there's a lot of other schools in here in Florida. There's like between 13 and 20 major universities here in Florida. Didn't get into that. But what happened? So I applied to University of South Florida. I remember we had a recruiter at Miami-Dade when we get ready to graduate. That was a lady from University of South Florida. She was talking about it. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Tampa. I had never really been to Tampa for that purpose. I mean, like I said, I have family in Tampa, but I had never really been there, to look around. So I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? I done applied to everywhere else that done told me no, so let me just go ahead and apply to the University of South Florida. So I applied to the University of South Florida on a Monday, and what do you know? I got accepted. A week later, I got my acceptance letter in the mail from President Judy Gimshav, who's now retired from the University of South Florida. But I got an acceptance letter from President Judy Gimshav that said, Dear Joe Simmons, on behalf of the University of South Florida, we'd like to admit you to the university based on academics. And, it continued the letter. And then at the end, it said, sincerely, President Judy Gimshav, University of South Florida. I was so excited. So what happened? LeBron took his talents to Miami. I was now taking my talents to Tampa. So went to Tampa, had to make some adjustments, had to adapt to, had to learn how to get an apartment. I was working at the bank as a banker, so I had to learn how I had to adapt to that as well. And then while I was in Tampa, there was a lot of jobs that I tried to get at. There was a lot of quote unquote marketing jobs, but we know those are really sales jobs. Didn't get really none of those. I did a couple of supposedly quote unquote sales jobs, commercial and residential. That didn't work out. So I had a whole bunch of trials and tribulations when I was in Tampa. Then I had to adapt to when I moving down here to Palm Beach in 2012. So I've been in Palm Beach since 2012. So at this live recorder, I've been in Palm Beach, 7 years. So had to learn how to adapt to the Palm Beach market. Then I wound up working for a financial services company that specializes in property preservation. So I had to adapt to that. Then at my current company as a corporate trainer, when I first came in, I was doing mail administration, so I had to adapt to that. Then I had to adapt to being on a production floor when I had to report numbers with production. And then eventually I had to transition to my current role now, which is a corporate trainer, coach, consultant, negotiator. So I had to adapt to all of that different things. But if I would have never adapted, I would have never had the current lifestyle and the current life that I have now. But I had to adapt all the way through. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say it's easy. I'm not going to sit up here and say it was fun. There were some days and there were some times where it got real stressful and it got real chaotic. And I wonder, can I really do this? Do I have enough energy to keep going? Do I have enough juice, as they say, to keep moving forward, to keep pushing forward? But I just wound up adapting, and that's how I was able to skyrocket my potential. I may have mentioned several times my senior manager at the time, she needed help. And I adapted my schedule to working, I adapted my lifestyle to working late into the evenings as well, working 12, 15, sometimes 16-hour days. But I adapted, learned a lot. I scaled up. And I'm still learning a lot. And I'm still adapting every single day. I've had multiple roles on the current team that I'm on now. Sometimes I'm the leader. Sometimes I'm the project coordinator. Sometimes I'm the negotiator. Sometimes I'm the inspirator. There's a lot of different roles I've had to adapt to. But if I didn't adapt, there was a lot of experiences that I would have missed out on. So as you can see, adaptability is very, very important. Not only that, business change all the time. Business change all the time. Life changes all the time. So the sooner you realize that if business change, if life change, not only that, in life, you have the seasons. So it's not always going to be spring. It's not always going to be summer. It's not always going to be fall. And it's not always going to be winter. It's a cycle. It always changing. That's how life is. So at the same time, I just strongly recommend that remember that, plans go wrong. Things are not always going to go the way you want them to go. However, if you adapt, you can make the best of it and you can enjoy the journey. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I know it's pretty longer than the videos that I normally make, but I really just wanted to provide the value and explain the importance of, when plans go wrong, stick to your goal. Don't worry about it. You will get there. Trust the process. You can do this. Yeah, that's right, you. The you that's still watching this video, you can do this. You just can't give up. And when things don't go according to plan, you can't just want to, give up and be like, oh, well, I can't do this. This is too hard. You can do it. Just like I mentioned earlier, like Confucius said, if you believe you can't, you won't. If you believe you can, you will. So I hope you guys got value out of this video. Leave your thoughts, comments, suggestions in the bottom. And I look forward to seeing you next video. Simmons out.